Hi, everyone. I want to start this year with a more inclusive of the numerological and astrological aspects that I think are going to be of great importance as we move into 2015. So I apologize if this is a bit wordy and verbose, but hopefully you will find it of value as we move forward into this amazing year of 2015. Numerologically, if you add the numbers of the year together, 2015, you get the number 8. The number 8 is associated with Leo and the 8th month of the year, August. This gives warmth to the energy for 2015 and an adolescent enthusiasm that opens to infinite possibilities, as well as the return of faith and belief in oneself to accomplish the tasks at hand. The number 8 can indicate a pattern of increased wealth and abundance. It can also indicate the emotions of grief and loss are flowing because of circumstances or the grieving process related to letting go of things that have outgrown their usefulness. You will find that many new opportunities will present in an 8 year, though it may be the second half of the year before you can actually recognize them. This year favors financial moves and shifts related to work and career. All options that expand your ability to make money are heightened. You are being asked to rise up to a new wave of prosperity. The energy of the 8 is strengthened in the summer and as we get closer to the 8th month of August. It gives you an opportunity to gain a new sense of independence and to feel much more resourceful and efficient. One of the ways I like to look at year numbers is that odd years are odd and even years feel a little bit more even-keeled. Now, let's go to the astrology for a second. Saturn is going into Sagittarius on December 23rd, 2014. And this helps quite a few things along. Saturn invokes a craving for the qualities of the sign it touches. And with Sagittarius, it craves knowledge, wisdom, and qualities of life that generate meaning. The deeper question is to find the authenticity as well as the meaning, and that is where Saturn gives groundedness and depth to the Sagittarius. Saturn likes to go slow, and as the god of time, it can make things appear at times as if the forward motion stalls, and it feels agonizing to figure out how to make it progress further. But Saturn takes time to make things have resilience and the ability to last a long time. Saturn wants to control, and the negative side of this that is the negative side of this in Sagittarius, as you might want to control others with your beliefs and ideals, which is related to Sagittarius. But don't fall to the dark side of the force. This pattern will make people feel make them feel like they finally realize that there is no reward for imposing your beliefs on others, and in some cases, you will see punishment for that behavior, especially in the global arena. Ultimately, we can only control ourselves, and even that is actually also an illusion. With Saturn's demand of structure and commitment, you will not be able to do the more negative expressions of Sagittarius, such as excessiveness and irresponsibility. Saturn's stern countenance will make you pay a big price for not being on top of things. Saturn teaches that fleeting moments of happiness at the expense of others or the bigger plan will not be tolerated. Saturn will teach you to let go of the lost causes in your life. It will shine a clear light on the patterns that have outgrown their usefulness. The Sagittarius part of the equation is aiming to increase your understanding and awareness about your choices and how you have contributed to the dysfunction that is happening. It is time to get real. It is time to think of some new things. Expect this to be messy at first, but Saturn will force you to clean up all that crap that you've been making in your life. By doing that, you will gain a new confidence and you will create a new space to fill with something wonderful. And if you let go of things that have no basis in reality, you're going to feel a lot freer. You will discover that being positive gives you a wonderful feeling, but if that positive energy is not based on a grounded sense, which is the Saturn, or a true sense of authenticness and is in the reality, then it is going to fall apart. Saturn in Sagittarius demands that you find practical applications for your personal philosophies. Just remember to not get too Saturnian and become rigid in your thinking. There is a complete understanding that will unfold over 2.5 years, and that freedom is not about escaping responsibility. It is what you enjoy only after tending to your responsibilities. You are going to be asked to walk your talk and practice what you preach. But you will also have to tell yourself the truth about whether what you are walking is actually working for you or just giving you a temporary feel-good moment. As Sagittarius rules the hips and thighs, it is a great year to get into more physically healthy spaces. So with Saturn, you might find that you discover a newfound sense of discipline that will keep you on your weight goals or your exercise goals or your eating routines. Sagittarius is traditionally outspoken, but with that Saturn there, you may take more time to brainstorm with others before you form your opinions. So sharing then becomes sort of a lovely theme to kind of formulate those next levels of truth and help you feel confident in your directions and choices. Since Sagittarius is about learning and knowledge, you might feel like you want to go back to school or learn some new things. Saturn loves credentials after all, but you also might reevaluate what you are learning and decide if it is actually viable or not really what you want to do. In addition, we will have the last square between Uranus and Aries and Pluto and Capricorn. Can I hear a communal sigh of relief? And that's going to be on March 16th, 17th of 2015. And yes, this will help the energy flow and the emotional disposition of many of us. It also finally marks an ending to the Grand Cardinal Cross that we have been bearing since the downturn of 2008. I believe that the heaviness will begin to lift in the summer and the economy will also begin to recover. And hopefully by the end of the year, we will all be feeling better, as if we have a little bit more money in our pocket. We might be feeling that. And I think that though it will take through 2016 to feel fully recovered on an economic basis, but I'm eternally optimistic. So I'm excited to see how all this unfolds. January feels lovely, powerful, and expansive in many aspects, though you might feel that February has a bigger impact. So enjoy January, feel the positive shifts happening, let the intensity and fear of 2014 go, and let us move into the warmth and positive flow of 2015. We are finally on our way, and things are going to move in ways that you had hoped. It might be more towards the end of the year of 2015 when you solidly feel and see the full impact of everything that you have been doing finally manifesting in a way that makes more sense. But all in all, we are finally at the turn that everybody has. In January, let the wisdom of the owl allow you to see the pathway through the darkness. Let the turtle ground you and allow you to feel safe and at home. Balance and justice is coming back into a tangible place that creates a stronger feeling of safety. And you are finally seeing beyond the mirror's illusions and into the true reflection of who you really are. Now, obviously, there is a lot more going on in 2015, and you can check into my monthly predictions as we continue on. But I wanted to talk about the Saturn because when outer planets change signs, it's a bigger deal because they do it particular shift of Saturn into Sagittarius, I think is going to give us the feeling that everybody has been looking for since 2008. And as we all know, I mean, if there was a word for 2014, the word was intense. So as we finally come out of these squares between Uranus and Aries and Pluto and Capricorn, and we finally get to this place where we can allow Saturn to ground the responsibility into a new position of faith and beliefs, which is Sagittarius. I think that is the biggest theme and the biggest hope as we move forward in 2015. So I'm actually really excited about this year. I think there are some huge positive turns we're going to see. You're going to see, and you're already seeing it right now, related to the people that are Muslim really starting to stand up against terrorism. And so it's a newfound faith and belief that is based on something that's much more grounded and true for them in their religion. And so all of the distortions and the confusing emotions of Saturn being in Scorpio, which is so internal, will shift into a more external way of behaving. So I think that that's the best news we have. So everybody enjoy 2015, and I will see you later. Bye.